Hey there, this is Michelle Pesco-Solito and welcome to this video series. If you are a business owner and you're looking to build your business online, Bill and I are going to take you inside of our business that earned us over $750,000 last year. That was 2014. And we're going to take you inside and show you exactly what it takes to build a successful business online. This video series is definitely going to be chock full of value. It's not going to be a pitch fest. While there will be some recommendations in here, it's just solely out of the sole purpose of me trying to help you understand maybe what tools that you need to get from point A to point B. Basically the tools that we used in our own business. So I'm not going to be recommending anything along the way as you watch these videos that aren't something that we are using in our own business. And a lot of the things that we use in our own business are tools that help us get from point A to point B a lot faster. And that's what I want for you, because I know as an entrepreneur, if you're trying to build your business online, it can be overwhelming and you could find that you're struggling a lot. You can run into a plethora of obstacles and it can be very frustrating and you don't know what you don't know. So that's the whole purpose of this series, is I want to expose you to the things that maybe you don't know, and maybe it is that missing link that you need in your business. So again, you know, if you're a network marketer and you are used to doing offline marketing to build your network marketing business, but now you're looking to move it online, you're a brick and mortar business and you want to build your business online, or if you're an affiliate marketer, internet marketer, or you're just somebody who stays at home and you want to make some money from home, I'm going to go over those basics in the very beginning here, and then we're going to move on to the advanced strategies. And what you're going to notice throughout this series is things really need to go in order. So I'm going to be sharing with you our experiences, like when we first started out. Now, we built a six-figure income, meaning we were earning about $10,000 a month within 6 months of coming online. So let me ask you, how different would your life be if you were able to do that? If you were able to start earning consistently $10,000 a month, and that be an income that continues to grow after just 6 months of coming online? Well, what I'm going to share with you throughout this series is how to make that happen. You've got to have some certain things in place, and a lot of this is going to have to do with your mindset. There may just need to be a little bit of a shift. Or there might just be something that you've misunderstood and you don't quite have a good grasp on of what it means to have a capture page or what it means to lead with value. All right, so let's start from the very beginning in this video. When we first started out, Bill and I were in network marketing. I had just found an opportunity and thought, wow, this is a way for me to make an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month from home. I was super excited about it. That's all I knew. I knew that I could just make a couple of $1,000s a month. Now, you know, fast forward a few months later, I started getting exposed to people out there that were making gobs more money than that, like $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $100,000 a month. They were millionaires. I had no idea in the very beginning that was the earning potential of what we could make in the home-based industry. So we started out doing traditional network marketing, chasing around the friends and family, you know, going to hotel meetings, having house parties, you know, doing all those things that, quite frankly, I dreaded back then. And that's why I went online. I was looking for a way to not have to chase around my friends and family, a way to generate leads online so I could talk to them about my network marketing opportunity. So a lot of you are probably in that position right now as we speak. You're in a network marketing business. You're looking for a way just to talk to fresh new leads every single day without chasing around your friends and family. Maybe you're not in a network marketing company, but you're just looking for a way to make money online. All right, so all these strategies that I'm going to be teaching you is going to pertain to online marketing, no matter what business that is that you're building. If it's a brick and mortar business, if it's an affiliate marketing business, a home-based business, you know, network marketing company, all these strategies are going to work for you because it has to go in this order, and this is how it has to work in order for you to be successful. So when I went online, I noticed a lot of things in common, okay? So the first thing I did is I Googled, you know, how to build my network marketing business online. You know, you may have done that, how to build an online business, how to build a home-based business online, how to make money online, you may have done that. And I kept running across people who had ranked on the first pages of Google, and we'll get into that in later videos, but there, by me searching particular keywords like make money online, how to build my network marketing business online, I was coming across other marketers out there that were on the first and second page of the search engines, Google, because that's what I was searching. And I would go to their pages and they would have an awesome video on that page that I clicked on, all right? And it would talk about, oh my gosh, if you're struggling in network marketing, I know how you feel, resonated with me, basically. They were speaking to me. They knew my pain. They knew my struggle. I was blown away by it. But again, I was naive back then. I didn't know they were marketing me. So I would opt in because they promised a video on the other side of the page if I give them my name and email address. And they would tell me all the things that I needed to know to be successful to build my network marketing business. They would offer me an ebook. They would offer me a PDF report. They would offer me some sort of checklist, a free webinar. There was always something for free if I gave them my name and email address. At that time, it was irresistible. They targeted me correctly, okay? See, I searched for the keyword. They purposely ranked that keyword on Google. I found it, so they knew that most likely I was somebody struggling in network marketing, looking for a way to build my business online. So you see how that works. So that's what I did in the beginning, and I started realizing, wait a second. Everybody's offering something irresistible to me. They understand what I'm struggling with and what my pain is. This is amazing. But I noticed a trend. It was always an opt-in form. So that's when a light bulb went off in my head and I said, okay, I need to have something in place to where I can generate leads like this person because he's the top earner in his network marketing company, or this guy over here is a top internet marketer making gobs of money, like $100,000 a month. It looks to me like this is the way I need to build a business. See, originally when I went online, I thought, oh, Facebook's a great place to market my network marketing business. Let me just go out there and start inviting people to home meetings, inviting people to conference calls, sharing my products, sharing my shake recipes, sharing my weight loss results, sharing my mom's weight loss results because of using my products. Let me talk about how great my company is and why they should join it. I mean, it was. Right? Everybody knows that if you're representing a company right now, you have the best product out there. Most likely you feel that way. Well, not everybody feels that way. There takes a lot of convincing to get them to believe you, and I didn't have any credibility. Nobody knew who I was. I was just a small little minnow in the sea of fish and sharks and stingrays, all these bigger fish out there. I was just a small little minnow out there trying to grasp someone's attention. And it wasn't working. Sure, a few of my friends and family members were curious and wanted to know what I was up to, but I couldn't scale my business. You can only get so many of your friends and family members to actually ask you what you're doing and buy from you. And that takes a lot of work. You couldn't scale the business. So I knew I had to learn some marketing skills, and we're gonna get into that in later videos. So let me loop back to the very beginning of what I discovered. I discovered that the marketers who were having success online were leading with value, just like this. This is value right here, this video I'm sharing with you. So that's what you need to do. That is the very first step in Marketing 101. If you want to build your business online, you have got to lead with value. Now, some examples of some things that you can give away in exchange for someone's name and email address would be an ebook based around whatever it is you are marketing. If it's a brick and mortar business, if it's your network marketing company, something that's going to provide value, weight loss tips, travel tips, coffee tips, exercise tips, internet marketing tips, how-to videos, do webinars, capture pages that have PDF reports, anything like that that's going to be irresistible to a target market. So you've got to understand also who your target market is, and we're going to get into that in these other videos later on also, so you can really identify when you put your offer out in front of your target market that you really understand what their pain is and what their struggle is, so they will want to give you their name and email address. So again, it started with a capture page, a squeeze page, an offer, irresistible offer. I knew that I had to have that in the very beginning. Now, the tricky part for me at that time is I didn't have a lot of credibility. I didn't have a lot of technical skills, and this may be something that you're experiencing too. So what I found was a solution. I found a way to leverage a system and put that into play for me. So what I mean by that is I joined a system that offers irresistible offers, like a free Facebook checklist. I mean, this is when I was brand new. You know, nowadays you see free Instagram trainings, you know, free checklists that lead into other things. But the goal in the very beginning for you guys is to generate leads. That's where it starts, because ultimately that's what you're looking for, right? You're looking for people to talk to about your business. So the way to do that is to generate leads. And I knew that because I was a lead to so many of those marketers out there that I was opting into their pages. And we're going to go into more details about that later on, but I want you to understand in this very first video is you've got to remember that if you want to build your business, you need to be generating leads. 10 to 20 leads a day is the sweet spot if you're just starting out. If you can generate 10, 20 leads a day, you should start earning a couple of thousand, almost $10,000 a month, depending on how good your offer is. But you need to be doing this consistently. So leads are the life flow of your business. How are you going to generate leads? You need to have an irresistible offer. So depending on what niche you're in, you need to offer something of value. Again, like I said, it could be an ebook, it could be a checklist, it could be a free video, it could be a video series, it could be a free webinar, something that your target market's going to want to give you their name and email address for. And then later on, we're going to talk about follow-up and stuff. But in this video, I just want you to understand that we need to get you to where you're generating leads. And the way to do that is offer something of value for free. It's not, hey, come visit come to my home meeting. That's not a way to generate lead. Hey, get on my conference call. This is not a way to generate leads. You've got to give something of value. You've got to build that relationship first with your targeted audience, because they need to get to know you first, hopefully like you and trust you before they are ever going to buy from you online. Again, in the beginning, I was a little minnow out in the sea. You know, again, if I were to sit there and talk to somebody about my network marketing company and they didn't know who I was, they were just going to go Google it and go join somebody else who had built a better relationship or built better rapport with them online. So that's why it's important that you always think about the fact that you've got to deliver value first, build that relationship with people, do this consistently, then people will start trusting you, liking you, they'll know you, and they will buy from you. I mean, think about it. Do you go online? Do you go on Facebook to go buy a computer? Do you go on Facebook to buy your vitamins? Do you go on Facebook to buy your workout equipment or videotapes? You don't. You go on Facebook to connect with people. So if you're using Facebook in that way, you got to stop. You got to start building relationships. So what I want you to do in this video here is, after you finish watching this, I want you to put together a offer, okay? Something around your business. So whatever that is, if you're into selling weight loss products or health and wellness things, you need to put together a PDF report, an ebook, a checklist, a video, something that's gonna give your audience value to where they understand the reasons why they're not losing weight, or the 7 workout tips to get, you know, rock hard abs, or how to save money traveling the world. Give them something of value, all right? Now I'm going to give you a couple of resources below this video to help you in creating those offers, because you're going to need a capture page. You're going to need to have an autoresponder connected to that, to where you're going to house those leads. So when someone gives you a name and their email address, or even a phone number if you ask for it, you need to have a place to have that stored. So you're going to need an autoresponder, and you're going to need that sales page, or you're going to need that page after the opt-in that gives the prospect, the lead, what you promised to deliver. So those are the 3 things you need: a capture page, an autoresponder, then that offer, that sales page, or you can also send it out in the email as soon as they opt in. So you've got to make sure that you have that in place. So I want you to put something like that together. And again, for Bill and I in the very beginning, this was a big struggle. We were not very technical savvy. I didn't understand how to connect things together. It was very overwhelming. So we leveraged a system. And what we did is, because we couldn't come up with our own offers back then either, we just didn't feel like we were credible enough, or we had a lot of authority, or we really knew exactly what we were talking about. We just knew we had passion and drive about our business. So we leveraged someone else's system that was generic enough to have offers in there, irresistible offers, that all we had to do was go in there and grab one of their offers, then put it out on a marketing platform and start generating leads. We didn't have to worry about creating capture pages, PDF reports, ebooks. All we needed was an autoresponder. We didn't have to worry about, crafting that sales page. We just leveraged a system. So I am going to put that below this video also, so you can take a look at that if you decide that that's the way you want to go. I want to say this, that it saved us a ton of time. I didn't waste months and months and months of trying to perfect videos, perfect ebooks, figure out capture pages, figure out how to integrate autoresponders and stuff. I just went into the system, grabbed one capture page, and immediately was generating leads that day. So that's really where it needs to start with you in your business, and that's where we started when we went online. Yes, we made some mistakes along the way, and I shared a few of those things with you early on here in this video to help you out. The key thing that I want you to take away is you've got to start generating leads, and you need an irresistible offer. So my challenge to you, maybe my homework to you, would be to go out there and craft that offer. You just need one. You just need one, because once I start getting into the different kinds of marketing methods that you can use to start generating leads, that's going to help you tremendously, and you really only need to focus on one. All right, so that's all I have today for you. I hope that you got a lot of value in this. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some other things that you're going to need to have in place to build your business online. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.